Welcome and thank you for joining us. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanzeeba Naurin. Today we have brought top and trending news from across the nation and the world. Let's begin with the headlines of the day. Trump says Jews who vote for Democrats hate Israel and their religion. New York Mayor Adams says 1993 sexual assault allegation detailed in new lawsuit did not happen. NY civil case, Trump unable to post $464 million bond. Navarro becomes first Trump White House official to report to prison over. CDC issues alert over rising measles cases in the U.S. Brazil's Bolsonaro indicted over alleged falsification of his own COVID vaccination data. Netanyahu agrees to send Israeli officials to Washington to discuss prospective Rafah operation. Eleven students from top Kenyan university killed in bus crash. Bangladesh, Pakistan and India bottom in air quality rankings in 2023, data shows. Messi fans to get 50% refund for Hong Kong fiasco. ICC T20 World Cup 2024 trophy tour launched in New York. And Hasaranga suspended for Bangladesh tests. You were listening to Headlines, now news in detail. Former President Donald Trump invoked a dual loyalty trope Monday by claiming Jews who vote for Democrats hate Israel. Any Jewish person that votes for Democrats hates their religion, Trump said in an interview with Sebastian Gorka, a former Trump administration official, on Gorka's web show. They hate everything about Israel and they should be ashamed of themselves because Israel will be destroyed, Trump continued, going on to discuss Iran's nuclear ambitions. The remarks echoed a trope that American Jews have split loyalties to the US and Israel. Trump made the comments during a discussion about the Israel-Hamas war when Gorka asked about Democratic criticisms of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the country's conservative-led government. Trump responded that he thinks Democrats hate Israel. It's not the first time Trump has made such remarks. When he was president in 2019, Trump said that any Jewish people that vote for a Democrat show great disloyalty or are uninformed. Following those remarks, Anti-Defamation League CEO Jonathan Greenblatt said it was long overdue to stop using Jews as a political football. In his first public comments since a former colleague sued him for sexual assault, New York City Mayor Eric Adams vehemently denied the allegations, insisting he did not remember ever meeting the woman who says he attacked her in a parked car more than 3 decades ago. Adams, a Democrat, was accused Monday of demanding oral sex from a police aide in 1993 in exchange for his help advancing her career. When she refused, he exposed himself to her and started masturbating, according to the lawsuit. This didn't happen, Adams said at the start of his weekly media briefing Tuesday. I don't recall meeting the person. That is not who I am as a person. Characterizing the allegations as an unwelcome distraction, Adams said he was confident the lawsuit would not upend his mayoralty. I want to say to New Yorkers that I'm going to continue doing my job of navigating the city out of crisis, he said, before offering a twist on an oft-repeated mantra, stay focused, no distractions, and grind, and the legal team will handle the other aspects of this. Though the actions described in the lawsuit long predates his time in city government, the mayor said he would be represented by a taxpayer-funded attorneys with the city's law department. Donald Trump faced having assets seized in a humiliating blow to his carefully cultivated image as a self-made tycoon, as his lawyers acknowledged Monday. He doesn't have the cash to appeal a $464 million fine for fraudulently inflating his wealth. Trump, the Republican candidate for November's U.S. presidential election, intends to challenge the judgment imposed by a New York civil court in February, which would force an automatic stay of enforcement. But first, he must put the money into an account managed by the appeals court or post a bond in the full amount. And 30 insurance underwriters have rejected his pleas for assistance, his lawyers said in a new filing. We will fight and defeat these hoax, Trump said in a statement Monday night. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BT Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Ex-Trump White House advisor Peter Navarro reported to a federal prison in Miami on Tuesday afternoon to begin a 4-month sentence for refusing to comply with a congressional subpoena related to the January 6, 2021 attack on the Capitol. They can't put me in prison. They can't put you in prison, Navarro said during a parking lot press conference Tuesday, just before he reported to the facility. Make no mistake about that, and make no mistake about this. They are coming after Donald Trump with the same tactics, tools, and strategies they used to put me over there today. If they come for me, they can come for you, he told a group of reporters. Navarro's last-ditch bid to remain free while appealing his contempt of Congress conviction was shot down Monday evening by U.S. Chief Justice John Roberts in a rare in-chambers opinion, a written explanation for his ruling on a case he didn't refer to the full court for consideration. Roberts said he denied Navarro's application because the ex-Trump White House economic advisor forfeited any argument challenging the district court's conclusion that executive privilege was not invoked by Trump, citing an appeals court's decision. The country's health agency warned doctors Monday about an increase in measles cases that in a little more than 3 months has equaled all of the U.S. cases last year. There have been 58 confirmed cases of measles in the U.S. this year as of Thursday, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said, compared to 58 in all of 2023. In the cases this year, 93% were linked to international travel, the agency said. Most of the cases involved children a year old or older who haven't yet gotten measles, mumps, rubella, or MMR vaccinations. Healthcare providers should ensure children are current on routine immunizations, including MMR, the agency said in an advisory to medical providers. 17 states have reported cases this year. In New York, the cases were reported in New York City, the CDC says on its website. There are also outbreaks in other countries, including Austria and the United Kingdom, so everyone of any age traveling to any international destination should be current on their vaccinations, the agency said in the advisory. Measles is highly contagious and unvaccinated people have a 90% chance of becoming infected if they are exposed. Now it's time for global updates. Former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro was formally accused Tuesday of falsifying his COVID vaccination data, marking the first indictment for the embattled far-right leader, with more allegations potentially in store. The federal police indictment released by the Supreme Court alleged that Bolsonaro and 16 others inserted false information into a public health database to make it appear as though the then president, his 12-year-old daughter, and several others in his circle had received the COVID vaccine. Police Detective Fabio Alvarez Shore, who signed the indictment, said in his report that Bolsonaro and his aides changed their vaccination records in order to issue their respective vaccination certificates and use them to cheat current health restrictions. The investigation found several false insertions between November 2021 and December 2022 and also many actions of using fraudulent documents, Shore added. The detective said in the indictment that Bolsonaro's 8-day camp Morocite told investigators the former president asked him to insert the false data into the system for both himself and his adolescent daughter. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jadoo TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Monday agreed to send a team of Israeli officials to Washington to discuss with Biden administration officials a prospective Rafah operation, as each side is looking to make clear to the other its perspective. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said the agreement to hold talks about Rafah came as Biden and Netanyahu spoke Monday, their first interaction in more than a month, as the divide has grown between allies over the food crisis in Gaza and Israel's conduct during the war, according to the White House. Sullivan said the talks will happen in the coming days and are expected to involve military, intelligence, and humanitarian experts. The White House has been skeptical of Netanyahu's plan to carry out an operation in the southern city of Rafah, where about 1.5 million displaced Palestinians are sheltering, as Israel looks to eliminate Hamas following the militant group's deadly October 7 attack. Sullivan said Biden in the call once again urged Netanyahu not to carry out a Rafah operation. At the coming talks, he said U.S. officials will lay out an alternative approach that would target key Hamas elements in Rafah and secured the Egypt-Gaza border without a major ground invasion. A bus carrying students from a top Kenyan university collided with a truck on a busy highway after skidding in heavy rain, killing 11 of them and injuring 42 seriously, police said. The accident occurred at 5:50 p.m. Monday at Emongu, 360 kilometers from the capital Nairobi, when the students from Kenyatta University were traveling to the coastal town of Mombasa. 10 people died on impact and another died later in hospital, police said, adding that 42 people were seriously injured. The driver of university bus was overtaking a fleet of motor vehicles, and as it was raining heavily, the bus skidded to the right side of the road. The report said this prompted the driver of the truck to avoid head-on collision, hence hitting the left side of the university bus. It added the bus was carrying 58 people. The injured were taken to a hospital in the nearby town of Voi, the Kenyan Red Cross said on X, formerly Twitter. Pakistan remained one of the world's 3 smokiest countries in 2023 as Bangladesh and India replaced Chad and Iran with particulate matter about 15 times the level recommended by the World Health Organization. Data published on Tuesday showed average concentrations of PM2.5, small airborne particles that damage the lungs, reached 79.9 micrograms per cubic meter in Bangladesh in 2023 and 73.7 micrograms in Pakistan. The WHO recommends no more than 5 micrograms. Because of the climate conditions and the geography, you get this streak of PM2.5 concentrations that just skyrocket because the pollution has nowhere to go, said Christy Chester Schroeder, Air Quality Science Manager at IQ Air, a Swiss air monitoring organization. On top of that are factors such as agricultural practices, industry and population density, she added. Unfortunately, it really does look like it will get worse before it gets better. In 2022, Bangladesh was ranked as having the 5th worst air quality and India was 8th. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia, available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your fist. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 17,975.80. The NYSE Composite is increased by 93.48 points or 0.52%. Tokyo stock close price is 40,003.60. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 263.16 points or 0.66%. Shanghai stock close price is 3,062.76. The Shanghai index is decreased by 22.17 points or 0.72%. Hong Kong stock close price is 16,529.48. The Hang Seng Index decreased by 207.64 points or 1.24%. Bombay stock close price is 72,012.05. The Sensex index decreased by 736.37 points or 1.01%. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Fans who snapped up tickets to watch Lionel Messi in Hong Kong only for him to sit out the friendly will get a 50% refund as long as they don't launch legal action. A sellout crowd paid from 880 Hong Kong dollars to see the eight-time Ballon d'Or winner in action on February 4 in an Inter-Miami Tour match against Hong Kong Select 11. But the 36-year-old Argentine remained glued to the bench with an injury, drawing boos from the crowd and then a furor in China, which saw his absence as a political snub. Organizer Tatler Asia on Monday offered a 50% refund for those who purchased tickets through official channels for the match. Those who want some of their money back will have to agree to terms and conditions that include not pursuing proceedings before any court of law, tribunal, regulatory authority. Under fire for its handling of the fiasco, Tatler withdrew its application for a HK 16 million government grant to fund the event the day after the match. Two-time T20 World Cup champion Chris Gayle and USA bowler Ali Khan lit up the Empire State Building in New York to launch the trophy tour for the upcoming tournament. The ninth edition of the Men's T20 World Cup begins on June 1, 2024 and will be played across the USA and West Indies. The official launch of the trophy tour for the event took place at the famous Empire State Building in New York as the iconic skyscraper lit up in navy and pink, the official tournament colors, with Chris Gayle pulling the lever to illuminate the structure. This will be the first ICC event taking place in the United States and will occur across three venues: the brand new 34,000-seater Nassau County International Stadium in New York, the renovated Grand Prairie Cricket Stadium in Dallas, and the Broward County Stadium in Lauderhill. Sri Lanka all-rounder Wanindu Hasaranga has been suspended for the two-test series against Bangladesh shortly after announcing his decision to return to Test cricket, having retired from the format last year. During the third ODI in the recently concluded series against Bangladesh, Hasaranga was found guilty of breaching Article 2.8 of the ICC Code of Conduct for Players and Player Support Personnel, which relates to showing dissent at an umpire's decision during an international match. The incident occurred in the 37th over of the game when Hasaranga snatched his cap from one of the umpires and ridiculed the umpiring in the match. Bangladesh took the series 2-1 after winning the contest by 4 wickets. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Trump says Jews who vote for Democrats hate Israel and their religion. New York Mayor Adams says 1993 sexual assault allegation detailed in new lawsuit did not happen. NY civil case, Trump unable to post $464 million bond. Navarro becomes first Trump White House official to report to prison over. CDC issues alert over rising measles cases in the U.S. Brazil's Bolsonaro indicted over alleged falsification of his own COVID vaccination data. Netanyahu agrees to send Israeli officials to Washington to discuss prospective Rafah operation. Eleven students from top Kenyan university killed in bus crash. Bangladesh, Pakistan and India bottom in air quality rankings in 2023, data shows. Messi fans to get 50% refund for Hong Kong fiasco. ICC T20 World Cup 2024 trophy tour launched in New York. And Hasaranga suspended for Bangladesh tests. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our website. Our website address is www.millenniumnews24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.